Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Jaywalk, and today we're going to be looking at the 5 worst bosses in Elden Ring. FromSoft is a company that is widely renowned for their high boss quality and great design, while they have been known, however, to shit the bed with some of their designs, and Elden Ring is no exception. It has quite a few bosses, in my opinion, that are less than praiseworthy, but today I wanted to highlight the 5 worst that completely fell flat. Coming in at number 5, we have the Fire Giant. I did want to include one Remembrance boss on this list, and I ranked him the worst. To get all my true feelings about him, go check out the Remembrance boss ranking videos. But yeah, I don't truly enjoy this fight a whole lot. I don't find the design that cool. I find it kind of boring as he tends to roll away a lot. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about him. Here's this poor excuse for a dragon, the Magma Worm. This boss really I don't enjoy, and at first it didn't bother me as much, but after finding him multiple times in the overworld and even him as a trophy boss, I began to see a lot of the flaws with the boss. The moves are very repetitive. The design isn't my favorite, and even the weapon that he drops. The weapon art's cool, but overall it's kind of underwhelming, and I really just kind of find him to be pretty ugly as well. So that's why I have him as one of the worst bosses in the game. Here we have the dungeon boss, the double pumpkin heads. In all honesty, I really enjoy this enemy's design when there's only one of them. And I know there's a lot of dungeon bosses with ganks and double of the same enemy, but this one really stood out to me as they're pretty decent sized enemies and they're hard to find split aggression and openings to attack or heal, especially with this room being so small. And that for me really makes it stand out as one of the worst bosses in the game. Here we have the Evergel boss, Godfroy. This boss was really disappointing to me when I first saw him. I find it odd that they would reskin a shard bearer. I understand reskinning a lot of the overworld bosses and the dungeon bosses, as there's quite a lot. The game is quite massive. But Godric being one of the main shard bearer bosses, I found it really odd that he would be reskinned. The boss here doesn't even feature the dragon, which is one of the better parts of Godric. And that, on top of it being the reskin, really brings this boss down for me, and it's one of the more disappointing bosses in the game. And as no surprise, the worst boss in Elden Ring to me is the Godskin duo. Really, I would just want to ask, like, Miyazaki, what the fuck were you thinking? This boss is lazy, completely unbalanced, and truly just unfun. I mean, the gameplay pretty much speaks for itself. Two separately designed bosses, no balancing, thrown in the same room is purely lazy and really unenjoyable, and is truly, in my mind, head and neck above any other boss as the worst boss in the game. As always, this is just my opinion. Feel free to let me know the bosses that you felt should or shouldn't have been on this list and how you would rank the worst bosses yourself. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. I do other rankings as well as a different variety of content on the channel. And thank you so much for your support and watching the video.